Hello and welcome back. Just need to check, make sure that the last recording actually recorded. I think it did. Anyway, let's get on with the main story. I faffed about too much. We need to go to Castaway Cove. I know I'm closer to one here, but I just want to get to through that door. I've been trying to get through that door for I don't know how long. And if we're lucky, we'll run into something that gives us crystals. Hey, look, the door's unlocked. The Vault of Tears! Vault of Tears, Cursed Crypt of the Cobra King. Gee, where have we ended up this time? I've known prisons that looked more inviting. Another damn old ruin, is it? Snickers, my lantern's going to end up covered in mold. Caked, I tell you. Does that lantern really go moldy? You know, that's not really important right now. You're not wrong, early boy. It looks like we found the place where you're after. One of those magic stones should be somewhere in here. Okay, nothing with the alcove. There's frog. There be a frog. Okay. Into the volunteers, okay. I'm not feeling any better about this place. I just wish it could be a little bit less creepy. Take this, for example, a statue of a snake who, in their right mind, would choose that as an ornament. Another that's who. Hold on, are you saying you're scared of snake swine? Of course not. And what is it to you if I am, anyway? Why do you... Hey, did anyone else see that? Huh? Just now, the statue's eyes, they glowed. Oh, I see. Trying to be funny, are you? Well, it doesn't suit you, Oliver. Huh? Hey! I'm a frog. Ribbity ribbity! Oh, ribbity ribbity! Oh, rare bit, rare bit. Ribbit, ribbit. Robbit, robbit. Robbit. Rarebit, rarebit, rarebit. Robbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. 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 Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Rarebit, rarebit, rarebit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Oh, great, there's snakes in here. Ribbit. Rarebit, rarebit, rarebit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. I'm not actually seeing the lines where they're actually saying what they're supposed to be saying. So I don't know what's going on. Get back here! We're gonna kneecap you. Which direction did they go? Oh, we can swim! Drippy, I need to go back! These things are scared of us anyway. Oh, I can't cast spells. Oh, joy. So I can't open that chest. But since we can at least get through this water... Oh, god damn it. Rarebit, rarebit. Frogs can't open chests, okay. Rarebit, rarebit, rarebit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Robbit, robbit. I guess my brain, I've been looking at playing too much Wilds, because when I looked at her, she reminds me of the singer at the hub in Wilds. Ooh, we're back to normal. Yeah, that novelty of being a frog wears off pretty quickly. I know having to speak in that awful frog language was just so tiring. Go to Herbert Mon. I mean, to right. Looks like Drippy misses his old frog form. Anyway, we should get back to searching for that stone. Wait, what if... I think that rare colored frog was trying to lead us here. So why hasn't it changed back into human like we did? Maybe it was just a normal frog all along. I don't know, but it is curious. Well, I'm sure we'll bump into it again before long, eh? Now let's start looking for the stone, shall we? Sure thing. Yeah, there it is right there. Help him, please. Oh, I don't... There's a Sonic secret lair? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that was something that was... Okay. We need to drain the pool. Get me the bazooka. We're going to drain the pool here. So, what's the spell that you're on top of? It's not Nature's Tongue. Puppet String. Anyway, let's continue going this way. Okay, nothing in the cage. And now we're back here behind. The hell are you? Silly Mander. Okay. We'll go after the, let's see if we got any, crystal shards. I mean, not crystal shards. Okay, we'll grab that, and then we'll move over here for... Try not to get in front of the statue, just to grab that. Where is it? Springlock. Pie on the bone! You triggered a Nyx trap. Okay, I don't know what that does. Let's do it again. Path there. Next, I still don't know what that does, but we have some Nyxpagons from when I was grinding for something. Okay, I guess we have to drain this part just to even get to over there. Okay. I sure wish I could turn into a fish. Yeah, that's the reason why you can't turn into a fish, because it would probably trivialize this place. I become fish. Screw your water temple. I am a fish. The fish of the highest caliber.
Let's go! Here goes! Ready?
Strong coffer! Coffer! Where are we? Probably this way is a bit blinking. Graham, must be a prison or something. Is there someone there? Ah, who's that? That's a flippin' frog, another one! Another one? Do you mean to say that someone else has been blighted by my curse? Actually, we were cursed and turned into frogs ourselves, but we didn't look like you do. Leave now, you must leave this place. It is dangerous. But you... Do not waste time worrying about me. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Oh, Oliver, we've got to do something. Yes, we have to help him. I guess I can use the magic to open this. Let's give it a try. You know, before something bad happens. What are you doing? Leave me alone, I beseech you. Wait a minute. Are you the Frog Prince? You know who I am, but how? The Frog Prince of the desert. That's you, isn't it? The one who left his kingdom abandoning his princess. How do you... What are you going on about, Esther? Are you trying to confuse us or something? It wouldn't take much to confuse the likes of you, Swain. I'm just a bit shocked, alright? I didn't think we were going to bump into a prince from a fairy tale, did I? A fairy tale. See, so that is how you know of me. Now let me think. Ah, yes, I remember. Alright, listen carefully. Once upon a time, before the fathers of our fathers were born, there was a magnificent desert kingdom. In the kingdom lived a handsome and courageous young prince, who was much loved by all his subjects. Then one day the kingdom was attacked by a monstrous serpent, as beast insidious as it struck fear into those who saw it. A terrible, evil creature. The prince decided that in order to defeat this serpent, he would have to drink a certain mysterious potion. No sooner had he swallowed the diabolical draught, than he began to turn into a frog. What? Why would he drink a potion that turned him into a frog? A frog doesn't stand a chance of beating a snake. I haven't finished the story yet. I told you to listen carefully, didn't I? Not to ask stupid questions. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The reason he decided to turn into a frog was to lure the serpent into a false sense of security by becoming one of his favorite foodstuffs, if I recall correctly. Yes. My apologies, please continue. And so the prince turned himself into a frog, for he had a plan. He knew the serpent would not be able to resist eating him, and that this would allow him to attack the monster. The plan worked. The serpent swallowed the prince and received a mortal blow from inside from it before its trouble, but alas, the prince could not return to his original form. No matter what he tried, he remained an ugly frog. This caused him great distress. He could not stop thinking about how foolish he had been, so he would vow to hide himself away from the world. Now the prince was married to a beautiful young princess, though he had promised that she would be together forever and ever. She had not seen him since he left to face the serpent. It began soon the world never returned. Despairing, the princess went to the tomb where the prince had slain the serpent for his lost love. There she remained, waiting for her prince, though she knew he would never come, waiting until the end of her days. She waited, you say? I see, that is truly has become a fairy tale. That's a pretty sad story. Every girl in Alma Moon is told that story when they're young, and everyone cries the first time they hear it. You speak of it as if it was a work of fiction. I'm sorry, Prince Ali. Prince Ali, it has been a very long time since anyone has called me by my name. Well then, shall I tell you the final chapter of your fairy tale? The final chapter? So the prince left his princess behind and turned his back on his kingdom. The princess named was Yasmina, by the way. She was the love of the prince's life, and yet he abandoned her. Many years passed. The prince remained a frog, only to find, to his dismay, that he was unable to die. Yes, he was destined to live as a frog forever, even after his kingdom had been razed to the ground. That's just terrible. I may have suffered, but it is nothing compared to the pain I caused my beloved Yasmina. Indeed, I feel sometimes that it's just punishment. Why are you in this cell, your highness? It is the serpent, Upheap. He has returned. Someone brought him back to life. I don't think there are many people who could breathe new life into an ancient monster. Yeah, I can only think of one. You mean Shadar? If he wasted no time in taking his revenge, that is how I came to be imprisoned here. You can say how long he intends to prolong my agony. Have I not suffered enough to remain in this form, to live without my beloved? Oliver, there's a spell you can cast to bring Prince Ali back to normal. You mean to lift his curse that turned him into a frog? Hang on a flippin' minute. Come on, why don't we just use that magic circle that lifted our froggy curse? You're right, it worked for us, might work for him. But surely you did not consume the same shape-shifting potion that I did. Oh, it wasn't a potion, no. But that's not important right now. Come on, Your Highness, let's give that magic circle a try. Could such magic truly reside in this temple? And what if I were to become human again? What new torments would suffice for me then? You mustn't think about things like that. Your Highness, we have to try at least. Now, come with us. We'll take you straight to the magic circle. Ali! Oh, the frog's gone. Looks like there's some ruins on the walls right here, Ollie boy. But we can have a gander after we see if we can fix this poor boy. It's not like this is the magic circle, it's darkers. The magic circle, could such a thing really have the same effect on me? Well, there's only way to find out. Yes, you are right. What? I don't understand. He sang in the magic circle just like we did, but nothing was happening. The poor fellow's been like that for thousands of years. We were only cursed for a few minutes. I'm so sorry, Prince Ali. I didn't mean to get your hopes up. There's no need for apology. I was rather expecting this to happen. I do not believe my curse will be lifted while a pig draws breath. He is doubtlessly using his own foul magic to strengthen its hold. Oh, then it's pretty obvious that's what we need to do, ain't it? Miss Trippy's right. There's only one thing we can for it. Surely not. Surely you are not going to try and defeat a pip. That would be unspeakably reckless. Yes. Reckless. I shall assist you. I must... No, you can't fight, Prince Ali. Not in your condition. Don't worry, Prince Ali. You can count on us. We'll defeat a pip and lift your curse. Esther. He said he's immortal. We could probably pick him up and beat the snake to death with him, and he wouldn't be fine, but he wouldn't be dead. I believe you. Something about you makes me believe. Yep, look deep within these ruins. I shall take you to him. Okay, what do I need to do? Perhaps the key's required to open that door, but there are no keys in these ruins, I am sure. I was trying to written on the wall of my cell. I wonder if it's the same kind of clue. 2 firm friends play leapfrog all across the world. There was more as well, I am sure. Perhaps understanding these words is key to opening the door. Okay, back to the cell. There's something on the wall here, Mon. 2 farm fraids leave across the floor. Oh, there's more. Each one gamely going where the other was before. Doesn't make sense to me, Mon. Leapfrog backwards? Well, I mean, they're all pointed at the circle. I was gonna say, isn't that simple? Okay, and then there was a mix spot over there. Let's see if there's a reason to use this Nick spot. There is. We need to for the key.
Stand back.
Ooh, a set of storm serpent scales. Let's see what that's about. Bulky scales that once belonged to a fearsome sea serpent, often worn as charms by superstitious sailors. Trick type intensified. Great, that doesn't help us with deciding who's going to get it. And we can't open that one because I need more stones. Okay, just nix us. And this will give us... Ooh, Green Man's Cloak. Is this better than what you got? Yes, it is. A cloak of brightly colored and fresh fragrance, but a spring in one step. Better still, they're wholly natural. Nix us again. Nix us harder. Spring lock. Oh, that's an easy fix. I don't think that was how I was supposed to do it, but I don't care. Now let's go to the stone in the down here and get ourselves fixed up. So the King of Cobras is up ahead. Is he? Everyone ready then? Toddy, let's go. That a big frog. Nothing, nothing collapsed. Nothing. Nothing collapsed. Big frog. My eyes! King of Cobras.
What in the...
He has two mouths. Oh no, that's not a mouth, that's a fan.
Here goes!
Didn't mean to do that. I went one too far. That's what I was trying to do. I flippin' hate snakes. I do. Make sure that slimy so-and-so doesn't come anywhere near me, Ollie boy. I'll faint. Me and my phobias weigh me down, they do. Here's an idea. Pop something heavy on top of that thing, and it'll stop slithering. Use magic if you have to. Okay,
Roger.
I think it resists that. Oh, we got it.
Better luck next time.
We're definitely gonna need to go get some more provisions. And we just need another 3 more levels for Momo. You've obtained the Moonstone. Is it going to be Moon, Sun, and Star? This is one of the Mornstar's magic stones. So that's Lyman have had it all along, did he? Go to work, Ollie boy. I am speechless. I can't scarcely believe that Pip has been defeated, and yet... Prince Ali. It's the curse. The curse is lifting. I'm Prince Ali. Oh, it's a miracle. He's human again after all these years. It seems I have returned to normal. Too right you have. So what are you still looking so glum about for? I thought I am human. Though I am human once more, my kingdom is not, but ruins, and she is long gone. Our story has already become a fairy tale. Everyone knows how it ends. But your highness. Ribbit. Oh, you're the frog we saw before. Where have you been all this time? A frog? You know, this frog helped us back when we were cursed. In fact, it led us straight to you. Truly, how very... Huh? Where the heck did she come from? Surely not. Surely this is impossible. Yasmina. My beautiful princess Yasmina. Huh? Ali, I have been waiting for you. Waiting for so long. And I was a frog as well, just like you. Is this a dream? Are you really... But how? Hang on a minute. So that colorful frog we saw was actually a princess? I think I'm about going to cry. I drank the same potion as you, Ali. The potion that changed you into a frog, the one that cursed you. I thought if I were cursed as well, then you would not be alone. You did that for me. I always believed that we would meet again, Ali. I know that your curse would be lifted one day. I had only to wait. And wait. Yasmina. Ali. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You need not worry about us anymore. We are together again, and that is all that matters. Yes, we will finally be able to spend our lives together just as we always wished. But where are you going to go? I didn't want to mention it, but... mention it like what your kingdom. Well, it ain't what it was. Seen better days and all that. That is true. Though this is also a magnificent city in its own right. I feel sure that we can make it our home. Indeed, it is a fine city, and we shall not dwell on the past. We should think about what we can contribute to the world of today. Have you considered becoming babana merchants? My father really enjoys it, and the free babanas are a real bonus. Babanas? What are they? Alright, I suppose they didn't have babanas back in your day. You really should try one, your highness. They're delicious. They sound wonderful. I cannot wait to taste my first babana. It's nice to see you smiling. You're rather lucky to have been given a second chance at happiness, you know? Don't let it slip away. Swain's right. You've waited thousands of years for this moment. Indeed, and it is thanks to you that it has finally arrived. You know, Esther, I think you better change the ending of that fairy tale. Ah, yes, absolutely. And what will the new ending be? Let me think. Please wait. Do not be so hasty in writing the ending of our story, I beseech you. Yes, I suppose this fairy tale isn't over yet, is it? Certainly not, indeed. I feel that it is to be continued. Alright, let's get a move on, shall we? I reckon the happy couple might want some time alone. Of course. Hi. Oh, you haven't got a lot to learn, Holly boy. You really have, anyway. that's going to be enough talking. Let's get walking. We've got things to do, you know. Yes, we should go. I'm sure we'll be seeing this fairy tale couple again soon, anyway. Oh no! The bear man and the princess's tears. Okay. Get back in there. Yeah, we need to heal. And then I am going to go to the other place. Then we'll go to Hamlin to buy some provisions. And then after that, I'll read the store. Oh. I don't know what they're going to do for money. This isn't the right place. Yeah, provisions is there, and then I do want to see if we got any more quests after doing that. We probably don't, but, you know, just to make sure. Yeah, let's just buy that. Buy that. Let's buy that many. And a lot of cheeseburgers. So I have a feeling we're going to need that money to get through some stuff. I do wonder, where is it? I guess I don't have the spell I was thinking of. The spell, well, I can't use the spell I was thinking of. The one where we can fuse things. I was thinking we could just fuse the moonstone to the, okay, there's nothing there. Bounty, and nothing there. Well, first, let's read about the new stone we got. Oh, we also got the Serpent Key. A key that opens the door to the Vault of Tears. A sinister snake is coiled around its shaft. The Moonstone, one of the Wizard King's 3 magic stones. The darkness within it likes that of the night sky. Okay, Wizard's Compendium. It's over here. The fourth tale, the Bear Man and the Princess's Tears. The kidnapped princess. The king of a peaceful kingdom had a daughter who he loved very much. This princess was very brave and very wise, and assisted her father in ruling the kingdom. Hard by the edge of the kingdom was a steep mountain. No one ever approached it, however, for it was known that a witch lived in the cave at the foot. This witch had long had an inclination to rule the kingdom herself, but the fearless princess never failed to foil her plans. The witch had an apprentice who was top half bear and bottom half man. This appearance was known as the Bear Man, for this was his name, and he was fearsomely strong, but very dull-witted and always carried out the witch's commands to the letter. This witch and bear man reminds me of Gruntilda and was it a hippo man or whatever in Banjo-Kazooie? And I don't think he was dull-witted though, but he just brings that to my mind. One day the bear man was in the cave making poison with the witch. When the witch returned with a young woman, it was, yes, guess, the princess who always was ruining her plans. The bear man looked at the princess and was twice shocked. Firstly, how wondrous fair she was, and secondly, at the sight of her hands and feet, which the witch had turned to wood using magic. Look after the princess, the witch commanded the bear man. Do not let her get hungry, or shed a single tear, else there shall be trouble. Oh, that's supposed to be a picture of her hands turning to tree. The bear man immediately went to fetch some fruits and provisions from the larder. Since the princess's hands had been turned to wood, the bear man tried to put the fruit in her mouth directly, but the princess turned from him, and looked instead at the witch. What will you do with me? I shall tell your father that I have taken you hostage. The witch replied, and demand his kingdom in return for your freedom. That would be a waste of time, retorted the princess. Father is always telling me not to believe anything witches say. He will not trust you even if I am in mortal danger. Silence! Shrieked the witch, and with a wave of her wand cursed the princess to become quite unable to speak. The witch had stolen her voice. The bear man's duties. The next day, the witch went to the palace to negotiate with the king, and it was left to the bear man to provide for the royal hostage. The bear man liked looking after the princess. He felt sorry for her. With her wooden limbs and stolen voice, he tried his very best to take care of her. The bear man was in fact very kind, you see, despite doing evil things. He was happy knowing that the witch would not scold him for being kind to the princess. After all, it was the witch herself who had commanded him to look after her. But while the princess did not shed a single tear, neither did she smile as much as once. The bear man used the finest ingredients to cook dishes that he hoped would make the princess happy. But when the meals were served, she would do no more than stare at him in total silence. Now the bear man knew that the princess would only smile when her hands and legs were free again, and she had regained her voice, but the bear man could not lift the curse himself, and he knew that the witch would never do it. All he could do was continue to cook fine meals for the princess. The princess who wouldn't cry. Several days passed, and still the king would not listen to the witch's demands, just as the princess had foretold. This did nothing for the witch's mood, of course, and one morning when the bear man was bringing food to the princess as usual, the witch shouted at him, "Why are you wasting good food on her? Anything will do as long as it stops her from crying." "But I thought the princess would be happier if she ate fine food, mistress." "Who told you to make her happy?" With that, the witch snatched her wand and flicked her with her wrist, rendering the princess stony deaf, and then she proceeded to tell the bear man a secret. "There's a reason why I told you to stop her from crying. If she sheds but a single tear, all her curses will be lifted at once." The bear man now realized that the witch had not wanted him to be kind to the princess or to look after her. She had simply wanted to stop her from crying. He now knew that he had to do to make the princess happy now, once more. The next time the witch left the cave, the bear man put his paw around the princess's rosy neck, and started twisting. Yet she did not cry. The bear man felt he had no choice but to strike her. He was strong, and the poor princess was unbalanced on her wooden legs. She fell to the ground violently. "Now cry, beseech you, cry, and all your curses will be lifted." This deaf princess laid on the ground, clearly in pain, yet did not cry. She clearly continued to stare directly at the bear man. The bear man, at his part, resolved to treat the princess with great cruelty. He stopped feeding her, set snakes and insects upon her, pulled out her beautiful golden hair. The bear man tried his best to be brutish, but when he looked at the princess in agony, he felt so sorry for her that he started sobbing, though he hurriedly wiped the tears away in his great paws, knowing that he must not let the princess see him crying. It was too late. The princess had realized something was amiss and resolved not to shed a single tear. And no matter the ordeal that the bear man put her through, The bear man snarled and bared his teeth and treated the princess more cruelly than ever. But the princess was very brave and very wise and did not shed a single tear. Tears at last. A month passed and the witch visited the king once more. When she returned to the cave this time, however, her mood had changed. The king refused to negotiate, and there's no point in keeping a hostage anymore. It's time to kill her. Upon which she waved her wand once more, sending a deadly arrow whistling towards the princess. The bear man immediately threw his great bulk in front of her, shielding her from the arrow, which pierced his chest. As he crashed to the ground, the wand fell from the witch's hands. The bear man's fate was sealed, but with his last morsel of energy, he opened his eyes and looked at the princess. She stared back at him, her eyes wide. I have done such terrible things, I will die an evil man in your eyes. Such were the bear man's sorrowful thoughts as he perished. As he did so, tears fell in a flood from princess's eyes, raining down upon her wooden feet and arms, lifting the curse and returning her to normal. The princess immediately stood, picked up the witch's wand, and used it to draw a rune from for the princess, which used magic as well, you see. A large fire engulfed the cave, and the witch wailing could be heard for miles away. Once the blaze had subsided, nothing remained of the witch, save but a small pile of pitch black ashes. At that moment, the bear man was brought back to life as a beautiful young prince, for his dull-witted bear form was nothing more than a curse imposed upon him by the wicked witch. The prince asked in a weak voice, for he was still upon the brink of death, Your Highness, why did you cry for me? Witnessing your death, it filled me with terrible sorrow. Had I only known that crying would lift my curse, I should have done so far sooner. I see now you were trying to help me, even as you did those terrible things. I treated you terribly, Your Highness. Please forgive me. Of course I forgive you. You are a kind person at heart. And for that I am truly grateful. Now please do not die. Upon hearing these words, the prince shed one final tear and breathed his last. The forbidden spell. The princess stared at the prince's lifeless body for a long while before picking up the wand once more, then with more conviction. She had settled upon a course of action. She would cast Ashes of Resurrection. Upon casting the spell, the cave was filled with white light, restoring breath to the prince's lungs as shone upon him. The princess's spell had brought him back to life. The very next moment, however, the princess fell to the ground. As she lay there, she raised her face and asked the prince, Who are you? The Ashes of Resurrection is a forbidden spell, he replied mournfully. Those who cast it always pay a terrible price. The price you have paid is your memory of me. And the prince's eyes filled with terrible sadness once more. Why are you crying? Because something important has been lost. Upon hearing the prince's next words, however, the prince would not help but smile. Well, perhaps together we can make it anew. Alright, that was that story. And I'll call it there. I'll see you all in the next.